Pisces. I am doing a birthday reading for you because it's your birthday and I didn't want to forget you. So, let's see what's going on. You have Mercury coming right out of retrograde, out of your sign into Aquarius, but it's kind of on the line and it's not completely out of your sign yet. Had a difficult time getting adjusted and stuff to do this reading. It was so strange. I don't know what was going on. And I feel really bad for you guys because I know that with Neptune being in your sign, I think I've discussed this in the other videos before, and and there's so much energy around you. Venus is just transited out of Aries into Taurus, but it's closer to the Earth now than it's been. I don't know if they said it was since of all time it's been recorded, but I think that's what they said. And it's right there. It's on the line, between Aries and Taurus. There's a full moon tonight, and it will be in a little while. And what else? Chiron is sitting there in Aries, which is supposed to be the planet of healing, but teaching you lessons while you're healing for a really, really long time. But it's going to be sitting there in Aries, I think for 8 more years, maybe, or it's going to be 8 years. Anyway, it doesn't have a reputation for being a very pleasant placement in a sign, and it's sitting right close to you too, right on top of Venus. Was it right on top of Venus, like moving into Taurus? Uranus is sitting right there too, like smack dab on it. Now there's a trine there. So, and then like directly behind this trine across from it is, the sun, because it's in Pisces, or the moon, directly across from it, the moon's in Virgo. So it's like the moon is just like shining a light on all this, like Uranus. Like if it were to say something, I don't know if you guys remember Fire Marshal Bill from In Living Color, but I just hear saying, let me show you something, because that's what Uranus does. It's like an amped up Mercury, but it's impulsiveness. It's like not thinking and unexpected things happening. So I know this video is dark, and I think it's because of the way that I have this set up, and I tried to get it later, but when I edit it, I'll have to lighten it up because I tried everything to get more light in here. And so the planet thing is making me feel like your sign is one that I can almost tell what's going on with you guys before I even pull your cards. I can just feel it, and there's been like this feeling, and it's how can I explain it? A fish out of water in a way. It's been confusing. It's been like emotionally up and down, and trust me when I tell you it's not just me that's saying this. For everybody that does this kind of work, we're all on the same page when it comes to this. And I was doing pretty good right up until the past day or so. I mean, I've been really, really tired, and most of the Pisces that I know have said the same thing. I'm exhausted. I think I've slept more this season than, I don't know. Okay, I had so much I needed to tell you guys. Yeah, well, and I mentioned I did not want to go on with the rest of the zodiac signs. Like Gemini is next, but I started these for Aries season. It just didn't seem fair to skip Pisces when it's their season and it's your birthday and make you guys wait till the end when it's actually your season right now. It's bad enough you guys are going through what you're going through, and I just had this feeling. I was like, I feel so bad for them. I can't say that all Pisces are going through this, but if the energy is that strong that it's affecting people that do tarot card readings, I was listening to one of my friends on here do her reading the other night, and I had to shut it off. I was like, oh my god, she is just depressing, because I was fine. And then I don't know what happened. I was just like, it was the straightest feeling. And then I kept delaying doing this reading, like stuff kept happening, and then like I was getting phone calls unexpectedly. It was just all kinds of stuff, and that's the Mercury retrograde stuff happening. Now the thing of it is as it transits out of your sign, I would give it about 6 days to really get away. They say that it can last up to 15 days. I use the 6 degrees when I chart out time. What else? Yeah, you'll have to just excuse the noise. I waited too long to do this, and now people are up and whatever. Yeah, because that's just the way it is. I'll go ahead and shuffle your cards. Again, I had this new way. I decided I wanted to read cards the past couple days when I've been doing this. It just happens, like, whatever. Oh, bump the camera. I had these. I'll turn this on. They're shuffled up pretty good. I'm out of sorts, Pisces. I don't know what's going on. I wanted to do this reading. I love doing Pisces stuff. Because you guys are just so awesome, and you're chill, and you're sweet, and you don't have the best of luck sometimes. You're the babies of the zodiac. And so that means that you're kind of looked over. And that was another reason I wanted to do this, because I didn't want you to feel looked over, especially when you had all that stuff going on. Man. Okay, so that was another thing I wanted to mention. So part of this thing I was feeling was like a squeezing in my chest. And I was like, what is this? Because it didn't feel like an anxiety attack. I shouldn't have been having anybody. I was really upset about anything. I was in kind of a crappy mood. But it was just like a squeeze. And I was sitting there and like, I really wasn't even like taking a breath. I'm like, what is going on? And I walked outside, and Venus is like, bam, right there in my face. And I was sure that it was transiting into Taurus soon, but I wasn't sure if it was completely out of my sign. And so then I went and I checked the other planets, and I looked at where everything was, and Aries is like being smushed by all this planetary action on both sides. Like, it's just being like squashed, and I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. There's just so much activity within those three, within the Pisces, Aries, Taurus thing. Oh, cusp signs real quick. I always have to write them down because I forget. Oh, okay. Yeah, February 15th through February 21st is the Aquarius Pisces cusp. So if you watch this and you watch the Aquarius video, that one will be last. The Aries ones are finished. So March 17th through March 23rd, you are on the cusp of Aries and Pisces. Now you can also use the cusp dates for your sun, moon, rising, or Venus. I think my rising's on the Libra Scorpio cusp. So let's talk intuition. You're the most intuitive sign of the zodiac. That's why you can understand that I can generally get your energy before I even start pulling your cards. And my Vedic sign is Pisces, actually. The past 2 days, I would take baths, and I'm not talking Epsom salt. Like, I was getting bottles of sea salt out of the cabinet, pouring it in the bathtub, and like soaking in sea salt. And then I was like laying in there, letting the hot water run over my feet. I don't think I've ever done that before, but it felt so good. And I'm drinking water like crazy. So Pisces is just like, you guys are kind of just showing off your energy, I guess, before you go out for the year, which you're entitled to. Blow it up while you have it, because you know once you're going, like I said, you guys kind of get left over. Pisces are often they usually, and this is not for everyone, it's the collective reading, so I only speak for the ones that I've done readings for in the past couple of years. So they have difficult childhoods sometimes, frequently, broken families, sometimes they're middle children, or sometimes middle children, or younger children. But if they're the oldest ones, they usually go through some kind of something. However, they're very sweet, they're very loving, and they make great parents, because because they're the younger ones, they still have the ability to like raise their children in this like kind of fantastical world where their children just grow up having a lot of fun and really enjoying their parents. So I get 2 cards in the middle. That's how I've been doing this. There's a certain number I've been getting and everything. It just came to me the other day, and I did 2 readings for my clients, and they were just, yeah. So full moon. It is in Virgo, which is directly across from you, by the way. Well, of course it is, because it's the moon and the sun. I'm gonna get a really, really good... I had a video of Venus, and I had gotten a telescopic lens for my DSLR camera, and I had no idea that the camera was so bomb. And then I accidentally deleted it, because you know my filming skills. Okay, so you have the Wheel of Fortune, which makes perfect sense, because you know, you kind of, I'm seeing like a cycle. You've made your cycle around, you know, it's the end of your season. And then you have the 5 of Swords, and then you have the 3 of Wands, and the 8 of Cups, and the 2 of Cups. What I'm going to do is, when I know that this camera cuts off after a certain time, so what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to stop it, and then I'm going to move the camera right on the cards when I talk to you, so you can see them, so I don't have to keep stopping and doing this, but I'll keep doing this. So you have the 8 of Cups, the 2 of Cups, and the Page of Wands. So right off the bat, there's a battle. But see, with these moon, I mean, it's the full moon. Just because of the way that your energy's been going, and with these moons here and this cup there is a a feeling of loneliness here with someone you love, and the Two of Cups doesn't always have to be well, that's way too many cards. It doesn't always have to, see, I got distracted. It doesn't always have to be a romantic partner. Could be someone younger than you, because that's a page. What is that light? Where's that light coming from? It's probably anyway. Or you could have met this person when you were younger. But there's kind of, I'm just getting this feeling of loneliness. Wow, that's so strange. I was gonna tell you that. I walked back in here about 2 hours ago, and yeah, spilled a big glass of water all over the place. And I had this feeling of being alone, like feeling really lonely. I'm a person that never feels lonely because, one, I'm not an introvert, but I like being alone. But it was this emptiness feeling. It was strange. I've been getting all these weird things. And I don't think it might have something to do with the full moon. I kind of get sharper when there's a full moon. It doesn't bother me. Well, it does. I don't sleep very well, but other than that. Whew. The Hangman. This is making me sad looking at this. Okay. There's a youthful energy here. This guy. It doesn't have to be a guy, because this page is actually a female, but the energies, yeah. It could be you're missing someone that you met when you were younger, with these two younger people here. Or yeah, for some of you it could be you're trying to get out of this loneliness feeling, but you feel stuck. But see, the Hangman's reversed here, so that's why I'm kind of okay. For some of you, you want to send a message to someone and you decided that you're going to do it because you felt stuck. You were waiting for them, and then you thought about it and decided that you wanted to talk to them. That could be for some of you. But what I'm really getting is this energy here of you wishing that you could talk to someone, and see, naturally you would think that he was drowning, and even though this card in reverse is a good card, I still feel like you're at this point underwater. You're getting there, but I think that's where you need to be. Neptune's the watery planet, and you're comfortable there. So you need to stay there just for a little bit longer. Just stay there in your little cave in your water. it's okay. You'll come out of it. You're pretty good-hearted people. You bounce out of that stuff. If someone at your job could be stealing money. This is the... Where is that blue light coming from? It's driving me crazy. Okay. This is deception. Like he's stealing that. And this page is in reverse, so it's not offering anything. It's taking. So that's not good. And these are all pentacles, so I can't really pick up any kind of emotional stuff off of this, because it's just not an emotion. It's just, that's not the energy I'm getting. Because this is cooperation and working together. So I'm really getting the feeling that this is either a Virgo, a Capricorn, or an Aquarius. That's just what I'm getting. The other thing it could be is if this situation was a romantic situation here, this could be, and I don't know how I'm getting this is may not have happened yet. There's stuff going on here, but this is telling me that you're probably going to be dealing with some leftover feelings that are making you feel, and it could be going on, because sometimes swords can be thoughts. So that would indicate to me that someone made you feel that you were less, that you weren't important, because pentacles can be abundant. So I'm thinking self-worth. Like they stole your ability to make you have self-worth, which isn't hard to do to a Pisces. They can be fragile sometimes. And I'm not really getting what sign it is. It could be anybody. I just don't like the energy around this person. And if this is, I don't have enough cards to make that assumption yet. So I'm gonna pause it here, and then I'm going to arrange it so that we can see a little bit better, and then we'll get some more cards. All right. I'll be right back.